If you are South African and looking for a remote job, then you've come to the right place. So, today I'm going to share with you a list of companies that hire South Africans for roles like virtual assistants, data entry, admin support. Some of these jobs might want experience, but some are perfect for beginners, and all you need to be is organized and good in communication. And so, I've written everything down because if I don't have anything written down, then I will digress and talk about something else and miss important things. It's important that I have everything written down, also not to misinform. The first company is called Support Your App. So this is an international customer support company. They do hire South Africans even for entry-level roles. So you'll be helping customers via email, chat, phone, no IT experience required. All you need to have is good communication skills in English and a good connection, good internet connection. It goes without saying that you need to have internet, a quiet place to work. I don't know if a laptop is required or if they provide equipment. I'm not entirely sure, but you need to have a laptop if you need a remote job. So they do train you and you get paid in US dollars. So the website is supportyourapp.com/career. It will take you straight to the jobs page. All right, so the second company is called TIVA. That's the acronym. So the Executive VA. The Executive VA is a South African company, a South African virtual assistant agency that places local talent with international clients. So many of the VAs started with no experience or little to no experience whatsoever. And all you need to have is good administration skills and strong communication skills. So if you're professional, organized, comfortable with basic tools like emails, Word, Zoom, this is a great opportunity for you. So check them out at www.theexecutiveva.co.za. Okay, another company that I have for you is Transcribe Me. I think I have plugged you with this one before, but if I just don't remember if it's on my Facebook. But anyway, Transcribe Me is a global transcription company that also accepts South Africans to transcribe audio into text. What you'll be doing is listening to a voice, audio, whatever, and then transcribing it. Okay, so you don't need any experience. Obviously, you need to understand English in order to transcribe, and you need to have good typing skills. So you'll take a short test, and once you pass, you can work on tasks from home and you get paid in dollars, US dollars. They pay via PayPal. So you need to register a PayPal account to get paid. So their website is www.transcribeme.com. The next one is a favorite of mine on the list, and it's called Recruit My Mom. So this is a South African job platform for women only. So especially mothers, caregivers can apply for jobs. So they offer remote and flexible work for virtual assistants, admin, customer support, and more roles along those lines. So some roles actually do require some experience, but some don't. So if you're a woman in South Africa, this is a great place and legit place to find work. You can find them at www.recruitmymom.co.za. If you've made it this far into the video, means you're really serious about finding remote work, and I have tips for you to stand out from the pack, because my last TikTok video had about 120k views, and that means that a lot of people really need a job and are looking at the same opportunities that you are looking at. But let me help you stand out from the crowd. The first one, you can record a short introduction video and create a link, a Google Drive link, and share it in your application. Even if they don't ask, you can just put it in there. It doesn't hurt. That will make you stand out from the crowd. But you need to be as clear as possible in the video because you are working with international people and some of them might not even be familiar or be accustomed to the South African accent. So you need to sound as clear as possible because they need to hire you and need to make sure that the clients will be able to hear and understand what you're saying. Second tip, I always say this to everyone who asks me in my DMs, is learn basic tools like Zoom, Slack, Trello. These are tools that are often used in the remote work industry. And also in the interviews, if they ask if you are familiar with a certain platform, my answer is always yes, because even if you're not familiar, you can say, I'm not familiar, but I've realized that a lot of these platforms or a lot of these tools are familiar. So even if you might not have worked with a certain one, you might find that you can work your way around and eventually you get to learn the ins and outs of the platform because they're all similar. That's true. It's just the layout of these platforms that tend to differ here and there. So, yeah. All right, so the third tip, you can make an online portfolio, show the potential employer that you are creative, make them get to know your creative side, and it also shows that you are tech savvy. And yeah, you can use tools like Canva or Wix to create the portfolio and stand out from everyone. Tip number 4 is to tailor your CV according to the job post, or yeah, according to the job post. And if a company wants a fast learner, tell them that you are a fast learner. And also something to add would be mention that you are available across all time zones. But you need to be careful with this one because if you are a full-time student and saying that you are available across all time zones, that is a discrepancy. Recruiters do check that and do see that no, this person in fact won't be able to work for us because they are a full-time student, but they say that they're available across all time zones. How are they going to work if they're also a full-time student? Because if you're working a full 8 hours for a certain company, you need to work the full 8 hours because remote work is also real work. It's not a side hustle. So another tip is to have an online presence, especially LinkedIn. We are living in a digital age, so having a remote presence, I think it's really advisable because a CV is just not enough these days because everyone is looking at the same opportunities. Because I mean, going back to my TikTok video, 120K people watched my video, and it shows that there's a lot of people really interested in remote work. So you need to stand out from the pack and engage with people on LinkedIn. Post often, optimize your LinkedIn for remote work or the roles that you want to apply for. Align yourself to better get opportunities, remote opportunities that you want. I hope you guys really do take these tips into consideration when you're applying for these remote roles, and please don't rush and just apply. Take your time with the applications. It's not about speed, it's about attention, it's about detail. Okay, and yeah, and also you need to be a great communicator. You need to be an effective communicator. So all the best with your job hunt. You can do it.